And then after that, we have Joe Solecki and Jim Miller. You guys already know what Joe Solecki is going to do. He's going to go for takedown over and over and over again. If you look at his last couple of fights inside of the UFC, if we can find him, Joe Solecki, right here against Matt Weidman, he had 4 takedowns in the fight, and it was an absolute dominant victory right there. 56 significant strikes to 10 significant strikes, landing at 80%. 4 takedowns in the fight, 12.5 minutes of total control time. You already know what Joe Solecki is gonna do in most of his fights. Go for takedown over and over and over again. He has a lot of submissions on his record. 7 submission wins, 1 KO TKO win, and 2 decision wins. Do I think he's gonna get a submission win over Jim Miller? No, I do not. Jim Miller is one of the best submission artists the lightweight division has ever seen. If you look right here, 18 submission wins for him in the fight, 10 decision wins and 4 knockout wins. Come on, you're not gonna be able to submit Jim Miller. He's just so good at what he does. But in his last fight against Vince Pichel, he pretty much got dominated by like 3 or 4 takedowns in the fight. Let's see right here. I want to see the stats from Vince Pichel. So Vince Pichel had 3 takedowns in the fight, and it had a total of 6.5 minutes of total control time on Jim Miller in the fight. So if Vince Pichel can take down Jim Miller that many times in the fight and have that much control time in the fight, I 100% have Joe Solecki doing the exact same thing. I think Joe Solecki is going to go for like 5, maybe even 6 takedowns in the fight, get the fight down, landing a lot of good ground and pound, maybe go for some submissions, but I don't really think that is a good idea against Jim Miller, who's going to defend those submissions, kind of reverse you and get back on top of Joe Solecki. I think it's going to be a close fight, but Joe Solecki, he's just such a good wrestler, has a lot of good ground pound, has really good submission skills, really good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but Joe Solecki having the wrestling advantage, and considering Jim Miller just got dominated by Vince Pichel in his last fight, getting dominated on the takedowns, in the wrestling game, in the submission game, I think Joe Solecki is going to do the exact same thing in the fight, go for a lot of takedowns and win the fight by 30-27 unanimous decision.